Hi, I'm Michelle Taylor. I'm going to do a really quick plug for the new Self-Esteem Bootcamp that I put out in the World Wide Web. I spent a whole year putting this thing together, coming up with the 6 lessons that I feel are skills and tools and quizzes that I use with my own clients. And I wanted to put this out there for people who either can't afford therapy, or they don't have time for therapy, or they need some extra support. So some of my clients out there have gotten the Self-Esteem Bootcamp alongside with therapy, which is a great tool. So if you're already going to a therapist, this is also a good way to add to your growth, is the Self-Esteem Bootcamp. But also, if you're not in therapy, it's a good jumpstart to getting to explore yourself and learning what are the things that are holding you back. So here's what I think. This is who I think I'm speaking to when I think of who needs a self-esteem boot camp, because sometimes people don't want to admit they need self-esteem work, but we all do, including me. I sometimes watch some of the videos that I used on the self-esteem boot camp, and even I sometimes have to remind myself of these skills. And I feel like I have pretty good self-esteem because I've worked on it. But some of these tools that I have in this bootcamp are helpful for you if you are questioning yourself, comparing yourself to others, worried about how you're perceived by others, low motivation, you don't feel like doing the things you know you need to do, you don't set good boundaries, you don't trust yourself. What else? If you feel like you can't really stick to your goals, so you're one of those people who start the year off with these great high idealistic goals and then you kind of trail off, that's part of self-esteem and trusting yourself. And this boot camp will help jumpstart you to make better goals and to set goals better. It also is a great way to do virtue work, and I go into that in the lesson 2. Is understanding what are your strengths and what are the things that need work. Some people who don't know what their strengths are, and if I'm talking to you, you know it. If you can ask yourself the question, what are your strengths, and you can answer it very, very quickly, you probably don't need self-esteem work. But if you were to ask that question, what are your strengths, and you kind of go, I don't know what my strengths are, then maybe this boot camp will be for you. So I just wanted to just do a quick little video just to, convince you that this is a great tool. It's right now I'm offering it for $150 for the 6 lessons. Eventually it's going to be $200, but for right now it's the launch special. And I know that sounds like a little investment here, but trust me, it's good stuff. If you go through it and do the work, there's some cool tools in there that you're going to really love. And hopefully you can give me some feedback on what worked for you. I would love to hear your stories on your self-esteem journey, and what did you notice about yourself before, during, and after the boot camp. You're going to be able to join our coaching group on Facebook, and I really, really hope that we could continue this boot camp for a long time. And I'm definitely interested in putting addendums on there as time goes by. Right now it's very, very current. I videoed it this year, so it has a lot to do with post-pandemic, well, we're still in the pandemic kind of world where we're like, what's next? What do I do with myself? How do I get to my best self in this current state of the world that we're in? So I hope that this video helps you. You could go to selfesteembootcamp.com and you can log in there and you can start the course today. I would say go at your own pace. I love to work really quickly, so I could easily go through that whole course in one day. But if you like to take your time, do like a lesson a week, there's 6 lessons, you can finish it in 6 weeks easily. But again, let me know what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear it, and I hope you enjoy the Self-Esteem Bootcamp.